Skincare and beauty care is one of the most popular industries and high-paying industries all around the world. In Kerala, almost 40 years back, there is this one iron lady who had started the skincare industry single-handedly. Through Infomagic-Brands and Business, we would like to introduce to you the honor, the soul entrepreneur, Dr. Elizabeth Chako, Kalpana International. We would like to know, how did you enter into this beauty industry?
Okay, actually, I was basically from my childhood aiming at going for medicine, and I was an art student, sorry, a science student from the very beginning. And I studied in Missouri in a British school called Oak Grove. Then later on came to Delhi, and I just have one brother. Both of us were intending to go for medicine, and it so happened that I didn't get admission in Delhi for medicine. My brother got admission in Delhi for medicine, and the only place I got admission to was to go to Osmania Medical College in Hyderabad. My parents were based in Delhi, and so the year I was going to go for medicine, that year there's a lot of riots between the Hindu Muslim in Hyderabad and everything. There was so much of chaos there. I was not allowed to go to do medicine there. So I have to change my full line of studies, and the only thing option was in Delhi to do, we have those days, we have, even now we have BA, regular BA and BA honors.
Okay.
BA honors is a specialized thing, and he's done 2 exams, and all these things you get into BA honors. Very few students and BA honors, and so I thought I'll try for BA honors, and I tried and I got into BA honors. I did economics honors, straight from a science student to an art student. I took 3-year course, and I did that course, but still basically my mind was being a science student, I want to do something with something little bit, at least medical something, Then I thought I will specialize in skin after this. The only way I thought was, people said, okay, do beauty parlor, you can do specialize in skin and all that. So I went to the beauty parlor line after my BA honors. I did 2 years of that, and then I opened my first parlor in Delhi. In fact, I did a parlor in Delhi with a friend of mine in Connaught Place, New Delhi. After that, I came to Chennai. 2 years after that, came to Chennai, and I was able to go to USA to do my studies for cosmetology and electronics, etc. I went there, specialized in that. And Chennai also, I started a parlor, which I ran for some time. Then finally I had to come to Kochi, but that's where I had to settle down, When I came to Kochi, that is in the year 1979. So it was, there was one parlor here, but then people here, how, can you imagine how backward Kochi was those days?
Yeah.
So people thought beauty parlor is, means is doing makeup, hairstyles, makeup. That's the idea they had. But I thought, okay, anyway, I was very confident in my field. What I wanted to just to make people aware of the fact that beauty is a different concept. Just not making makeup and hairstyle. It is actually a way of making each person presentable, making the person confident, doing up like all the minus points to be rectified into a plus point. This is just the idea of beauty. Actually, we do. So to make people aware of that, I thought we have to try hard in coaching. Everybody said in coaching they won't come, but luckily from the day one of opening my parlor in Kochi, my parlor was full. And I had a friend of mine, her name was Sri Vidya. She was an actress here, and she died, unfortunately. She was a very good friend of mine. So she came to open the parlor, and we had very, very good customers. I never had to look back, actually, Everybody, ladies came to the parlor they used to come for their pigmentation, come for pimples, come for many women, their daughters, when you have facial hair, everything, very difficult to get married. So all those things for that, I did electrolysis for them. Now
Those
those
years.
years. Now electrolysis is done everywhere now.
This is about 1979.
1979.
Okay.
So all those things were done those days,
Okay.
and so it was a very big success catching up. So many ladies used to come to the parlor, and very orthodox families,
Yeah.
So the ladies, what they should, they should bring their mother-in-laws also along with them to show what it is. The
Okay.
mother-in-laws would come and do facials.
Oh, okay.
Those days they were the chatte mundu, all that, no.
Yeah.
Those ladies used to come do facials, and they were so happy lying down, getting relaxed, getting that feeling, and getting anti-wrinkle treatment. All this, and it was all that day, those days. So it became a talk of the town, and thing is, there was no beauticians in Kerala. I had a very tough time because there were no beauty staff. Now there are plenty of staff. Those days nobody in Kochi. Some major work I had to do. I just took 4 5 regular girls for help for my this parlor. They'll only bring water, wash the thing, clean this thing. But major work I had to do. We had so many weddings. We had all over Kerala. They used to come to my parlor. From Trivandrum to Kottayam to Tirula to all places they used to come. They'll come by Wayanad in the morning, they'll go back evening. They'd get everything done. For those that was the mode of transport.
When are you in the train?
Train.
Okay. They will come.
That was the mode of travel those days.
Okay.
And so then I had opened a food outlet in my parlor. So when ladies come, they'll starve otherwise.
Okay.
Even that we had. So, and the brides all were made up in our parlor, 12, 13 brides a day. Can you imagine? I was doing all that single-handedly for 5, 6 years. Still, I got some girls from Calcutta, Chinese girls. They came. I took a lot of them, housed them in some place, and once they came, I had very nice time because they were doing all the work. I only had to supervise and do things. Still, I used to do some basic things I used to do, which I think they couldn't do. And that went on. These girls whom I took initially just to help me, and some of them have got their own parlors now. I took them from very poor families, and now you won't believe they are doing so well. I put up parlors. They are
in Cochin or
in
in their
Kochi,
place?
in Kochi,
Okay.
and they got this children educated, sent them abroad.
Okay.
They got flats, the cars, everything.
So they've
Very
got their
successful, very
dream
successful. Yeah,
full
yeah.
lives,
And
yeah.
they tell me, ma'am, if it was not for you, we would have been just ordinary girls in some shops.
Okay.
Like that they say. I'm happy to hear that, because so many, and not only that, see, I started a beauty school, and a lot
Beauty
of
school in which
beauty school in the parlor, beauty
parlor,
school,
okay.
yeah. So that many were given training, and many of the people came and studied, and they started these small parlors all over. So
Okay.
even married ladies, when they start this, even the Gulfs, a lot of people who are done with me, they opened parlors in their rooms, a house. And even here locally also, in whole of Kerala, outside Kerala, they open parlors. Since additional income for their family.
Yeah.
That way, many have,
Many, yeah.
have, successfully done something, and I feel happy about that.
Okay.
Very happy that more than doing all these things, that many people have come up through Kalpana. My brand name is Kalpana.
Okay.
So many have come through Kalpana. And then after a few years of my college, see, we had so much of customers, and there's no time that I could sit back, even for teaching. So I closed on the outlet because I trained a lot of people by then. And then I opened parlors in different places.
Okay.
I opened parlor in Mysore, in OT, all in 5-star hotels.
Okay.
And the Mysore is still on, so 35 years, still parlors going on. And the first health club of Kerala I opened, first health club. Now there are so many gyms and multi-gyms. My first multi-gym was mine in Kerala,
Okay.
which I ran for almost 10 years. There was no multi-gym. The guy who was my trainer in the multi-gym, first he became Mr. Kerala, then he became Mr. India,
Okay.
and now he's got his own gym.
Okay.
After 15 years, I closed my gym here because the parlor was so crowded that, I want to take that space also for my parlor.
Okay.
So I said, okay,
So it was next to the parlor.
test the parlor.
Yeah.
So then I just gave up that. And then many of the people who were there, they started their own gym. Then gym spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
Then we had also florist,
Yeah.
flowers,
Okay.
for
Okay.
bouquets and
For
this and that.
bouquets and all. Yeah.
You know, now you have a thing called event management, don't you?
Yeah.
Event
Yeah. We
management.
do have.
That time, event management started by me. First event management of Kerala.
Ma'am, now these days we have even managing companies who conducts the entire marriages and any events. Those days, do we have that concept?
If you ask me, I'll say there was no event management at all those days, no concept of it.
Okay.
I feel I did them event management all by myself
Okay.
because, see, I started the florist.
Okay.
So we had the all the bridal setup,
Okay.
so all the bridal bouquets, garlands, this thing, all that. Then we did the full setting for the church. I had my staff who will go and decorate the church. Then we had the full setup for decorating the hall. Okay, I had people attached to me for restaurants and all this for serving food. So everything was done by Kalpana. See, that is event management.
Okay.
So it went on for years. Then later, after many years, only this concept of
Event management.
came. Yeah,
So
others,
the decoring the church and decoring the
yeah, all
hall.
planned by me. I had
So
planned.
how did you get this idea? Like that
I
is
don't
very
know whether because I was exposed from my young age to all nice areas and
okay.
nice stuff. It just comes from a creative
Okay.
comes to your mind, maybe like that. I don't know.
You had
I
that.
love to decorate everything. I'm always even now I'm like that. I
Okay.
like everything decorated, kept clean,
Okay.
with a different thing, like that.
So that is how it came.
Yeah,
It came in.
that's all. My girls are trained also that way. My girls all trained. That's why they
Okay.
all become successful. No, they've done from our
So
place.
total.
Total.
I'm sure you will not be able to say a collective figure, but in total, there's how many people must have trained from you in entire tenure till today?
And I would say maybe about 2,000
2000.
trained
Those
by me.
days, 2000 trained
My
females and males.
female males, yes.
Okay, so now males.
Uh,
Now there are males also coming into beauty
yeah.
industry.
That's
When
only very recent.
okay,
Maybe I would say about 4 years now.
4 years.
4 years now. No,
Okay,
since unisex has come.
unisex.
Yeah,
And
and
had there been males who have been trained under you?
no, unisex. Some of them I have taken them as trainees. Yes,
You have taken
but
them in.
most of them come from different places in the north. They come as trainees, as staff.
Okay,
But then once they come to my parlor, there's our way of doing. It's always different. We train them to do things our way.
okay.
That's little different.
So now you were talking about the beauty school.
Yeah.
So the entire curriculum was made by you, or
Yeah.
you
What
made the
by
entire
me
curriculum?
is had certificates, everything by me.
Okay, you had a
Yeah,
curriculum made
yeah,
for
yeah. Not only that, those days, in the Kochi University, we started the Polytechnic in which we introduced the beauty course. That was
oh,
also done by me,
in the Cochin University.
Yeah,
The beauty course which is
beauty
running,
course,
the
yeah.
curriculum is run by you.
Yeah, that time I started it. The
Okay,
two professors there came and approached me, and I'm the one who started it.
okay. This
And
is which year?
I was going for lectures those days in the 80s.
80s. Okay. So the curriculum was made by you and everything. Okay, good. So now we see a lot of male or men going to beauty parlor.
Yeah.
What is your say in that?
See, those days it was a fact. Only the women are doing makeup, doing this, do that. Men was just as they were.
Yeah.
Now they've seen all this. Now we have this modern TV, everything which shows what's happening in the entire world. So what you're seeing in Cochin was not just what the other world was following. So when you see USA, UK, all these people where the men are also equally, and doing their beauty, there's this thing that has caught up now here also.
Okay.
So the men here also want to look nice, beautiful. So they also do things like manicure, pedicure. They do facials, they do haircuts. They're up to date. They all want everything, but even eyebrows they do.
Okay.
Even waxing they do,
Okay.
the parlor. So they're all come to that level, all because of the, Western influence.
Okay. And you cater that service also
Oh, yes, we have. We have
in
men
all around your.
all around. We have a lot of men come for all these things they come
You cater
for.
to all
Yeah,
around.
to all of them, yes.
And now next thing is you're not uncommon name in the beauty pageant industry. You're very famous, and you've made our state also become very famous. Could you tell us something about how you got into the beauty pageant industry as such?
See, I got a friend of mine called Ajit Ravi,
Okay.
and he's into this lot. Okay, before that, I'll tell you. I did this beauty shows for so many years when I was in the parlor. I did for Bombay dyeing for women.
Mm.
I did a lot of shows for the Navy. I had Miss Kalpana, one runner up, all is done fashion shows. I've done fashion shows for the Cochin Flower Show, number of them. I've done fashion show in Trivandrum, Kollam, Calicut, all places I've traveled in. The naval van they gave me with the naval ladies. Those time, only the naval ladies would partake in that fashion show. So I had a lot of shows before this. Then later on, then quite recently, about 4 years back, I know a person called Ajit Ravi. He was into this he want like he was into this fashion show. He's also doing all these fashion shows. So when he and I talked, we clicked. So now I'm with him for all the shows. I mean, all the shows. Kalpana does all the makeup, all the designing, all the things for the shows.
Which shows particularly?
For all the Miss India, Miss
Oh,
South
okay.
India, Miss Asia, this nation's Miss Glam World, all the shows.
All the shows
All the shows.
you do the makeup and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay.
All that you see. Some of the cuttings I can show you, what we have done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So initially during the 1970s, it was only you, and you also mentioned there's only one beauty parlor. But now in every nook and corner, you can find a beauty parlor. So how do you build yourself on a bigger platform? Then how do you face the competition? And how are you different? And what are your specialties? If you could give us some brief.
I would say I always thought I was different because I had that. My confidence tells me I'm different,
Okay.
and I have brought the parlors with great difficulty, and we have achieved a lot. And I feel in this beauty industry that as it is, I feel we have I feel we are led the number one part of it, and I've got very good staff. And what we do is all genuine stuff we are doing, and we have got good customers who appreciate what we are doing. And I've got a lot of customers now who have been with me for the past 35 years. Same customers, so many people. So, and then I branch out in so many ways, different parts. Even to Dubai, I've gone now, and so that gives me the confidence that mine is successful. When I do a thing, so far everything has been successful.
Yeah.
I don't think of competition, but what I want is I'm happy that a lot of parlors are come up, and I'm really happy that they're all doing well.
Okay.
And because see in Bombay, Delhi, you'll see every street has got parlors and parlors. They're all doing well. I like Cochin to become like that, and it makes people more aware of the beauty. And I like to see all the ladies and gents having a nice time, being confident, come up in life. And I really wish all the beauty parlor people well because I'm happy that they're doing it. Poor things, they must also come up well.
Yeah. So beauty is definitely attached to the confidence you have. One has.
Yeah.
Yeah. The successes and the awards must have come your way.
Yeah.
Could you name us at least a couple of them which you've gained, the awards and successes which is coming your way?
Yeah. I got uh, achievement award. I got from best business award from locally from Cochin. I've got from Ceylon, the biggest university of Ceylon. They gave me a doctorate award,
Okay.
and then I got award from central ministers in Delhi with Nirmala
Okay.
uh, Sitaram, and all the ministers were there. I got that also got a business award. Then I've got lots of other awards. Plus, I'm getting now another doctorate award from Delhi next month. And all this I mean, it's just come my way. I haven't asked for it. Just come my way through the grace of God. So I don't know anything. I'm not looking for being famous or anything because God has done everything for me, and I believe in what God has done for me.
Okay. That's
So,
great. And what is your, now that you've branched out in various locations in South India, North India, and
Yeah,
also in Gulf
yeah,
and Gulf,
yeah.
other than Gulf, you have any
No,
other?
no, Gulf.
Yeah. What is your future plans?
My future plan is to open, we're opening one more parlor in Cochin, which is, see, Kakinada is a very fast developing place.
Okay.
So I'm opening one for the IT and all these people here.
Okay.
One parlor, nice one, a unisex one here.
Okay.
Then I don't think I want to open many more parlors, but I would like to. I like to do a lot of social work. I have been doing a lot of social work. I have done. I was attached to a lot of orphanages.
Okay.
I've attached to a lot of other things recently. I you know I should know I don't know if I should say that, but I've done a lot of social work among poor people. Recently, I bought 5 lakhs rupees of watches. I gave it to all the poor students in the government schools. The best students of 5 government schools. I went and distributed them this year.
Okay.
But because I thought, no, so when we are children, no, to get very costly 2,000 rupees watches. When we are children, no, I mean, those days people don't give you watches and all that. No, you don't get
Yeah.
watches. I thought these guys will never get watches. So they were so happy when I bought them and gave it to all the students.
Okay.
The 200 students from each school I gave.
Okay. Good.
And then for Onam, I gave all clothes and all for all this tribal people, school children.
Okay.
Also gave. I like to do similar that now as we get older. I like to do something for the people. Not that I accumulate money. I don't do that. I give away everything.
Okay.
So it's just that my mind is always towards out for doing things like that.
Okay. And now that you know that there are a lot of mushroom-like beauty parlors coming up, uh, what are the do's and don'ts you would suggest in any person
Yeah.
who's coming up with a business?
When you're doing especially beauty parlors, you should be thorough with the uh, the treatments. Just because you want to make money, don't start a parlor. Just because you want to know something about the parlor, don't start. You should be thorough with it and then start the parlor so it doesn't harm the customers. That's all I say.
And what is your blessings and wishings for the
I
future?
wish all the best for every parlor that comes up. I wish all the best for all the people who want to learn about the parlor and do the parlor. I really wish them best. I don't mind anybody coming up, in a very nice way. You know,
Yeah.
I wish all the best.
Now, there is a very different idea that nowhere in India, at least in Cochin, we have heard about a beauty parlor coming up in a hospital. That too in one of the prestigious hospital, Aster Medicity. Could you tell us your idea of having what moved you to start a beauty parlor in that hospital?
Okay, actually, first the doctors from there used to come to my parlor, and it just they used to say, "I wish we had a parlor in our hospital itself. We like you to have one." Immediately struck me, why not? But so I said, I thought about it, and that's what I'll start the thing. I went and met those people, and they gave me the space. So people locally said, "My God, Kalpana is climbing up and up. Now they want to make up dead bodies also." Your ambition is too much, they said. So I said, "Yeah, maybe I'll do that." So anyway, so we started the parlor there. Very. I think I said I accepted Aston University because to me all the hospitals here, though I don't feel like starting a parlor in most hospitals. Hospitals, but Aston University got very good ambience. It's kept very clean, and Mr. Azad Mupan is the owner of the hospital, and we have got a very nice CEO there called Dr. Harish Pillai. They're all very good, and very supportive of the whole thing. And we have a lot of Arabs which is in the hospital. They also come to the parlor.
Okay.
All of Arabs, and there's a lot of locals, lot of nurses, lot of doctors, and we give very good discount to the nurses too.
Okay.
And it's done a very nice way. It's done, and it's really doing well. If you go to my parlors, you'll see the photos of all Bombay film stars, Kerala film stars. They all come because maybe they like it. I can't say why they're coming. They are coming. And my Mysore Ooty, they got a lot of shooting there on the place. My parlors and the five-star hotels, they all come. All the North Indian film stars, they all come. I'm into Amir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and what do you say? and Salman Khan and all the ladies, Dimple Kabadia, all of them, all of them they come, to our parlors. And here also, Malayali film stars come, but I shouldn't be saying who comes, but they all come.
Okay. And what are the special treatments you do?
Treatments is that, see, my staff, when I take I take very highly trained staff. When a customer does from a staff, they should like what they're getting done. When they like that staff, they will come again and again. They like our treatment, they'll come and again. And I provide the best of cream. I'm a cosmetologist, so I make my own creams and lotions and everything in the parlor. That's been successful for so many years for me.
Okay.
So people buy even Bombay Film Institute, they come and buy my products and go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Rajinikanth comes to my parlor very regularly.
In
Mysore.
In Mysore,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. All of them. You see what the parlor, see all the photos of so many people, they'll know.
So the treatment of this particular product is very unique.
Yeah. My creams and lotions are very unique.
Very unique. You make your own.
If you do facials, all my staff will swear, people come from our outside parlors, they'll all swear that when they do facial with my cream, the skin becomes much fairer, and it's good for wrinkles, it's good for pigmentation, which I don't think any other creams do.
Thank you so much, madam, for giving us this time and inviting us to your beautiful house, which we can see. And it was a great opportunity to talk to you, madam. You being the icon and beauty icon for this industry. We really thank you, Dr. Elizabeth.
Thank you very much. I'm happy I could meet the beautiful people too.
Thank you.